Hey everyone, thanks for watching today. My name is Jono and I've been working in the NDIS space for over 9 years now. And what I'm going to show you today is exactly how you can use Astalty to get your invoicing done in minutes. And so the first thing I'm going to go through is I'm going to show you how we process our timesheets and then go straight to invoicing. And so we're looking at the schedule here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to go straight to our shift approval section. Now, part of your timesheet approval, part of your invoicing process is kind of just going through and making sure that all your shifts are approved. So you'd open it up, you'd go through and approve, either the clocked in or clocked out times, any travel, and you'd work through this list kind of top to bottom. Now, once everything is approved, you can jump to the finance section here. We can create an invoice batch. And you can see this one here has pulled in plan, NDIA, and self-managed invoices all in the one. And I hit generate batch, and it's going to produce a bit of a draft that I can kind of scan through. The system will actually flag if there's any errors for missing plan information, missing NDIS numbers. If the system doesn't know who the plan manager is, we can't send the invoice. So it's going to flag all of this stuff for you. So I finalize the invoice batch, and as soon as I hit confirm, the system is going to send all the invoices to the self and the plan managers on our behalf. That's queuing. That'll be resolved in a second, and all of those self and plan managed invoices have been sent from the system. Now you might want to take a look at one of these invoices and just make sure that it's correct. You could download that PDF. Now the next thing you're going to do is generate the bulk upload file. So that goes through to Proda. Now in Proda, you get what we call a receipt file. And I've got an example right here. So I'm going to download that receipt file. I'm going to come back into add my NDIA payment. Now I've got 4 NDIA payments here that are all outstanding as seen in this column. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to upload this receipt file. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to apply the results file, so it will automatically reconcile all of those payments. And it even tells me that I've got an error here. So rather than having to open up a payment summary file that you get generally 24 hours later, this file can be received from the NDIS portal within up to an hour. And so you can download that, reconcile your invoices. You don't need to open it or play around with any of the formatting, which often happens with bulk upload files and when you're opening those. And so I know that from that batch, I'm going to get $90 paid. And so if I go back to my previous batch, the last thing that you want to do here, if you use Xero, we send the invoices to Xero for you. You reconcile in Xero, and Xero talks back to Astalty. And so what that means is you're not reconciling twice. You're not creating extra work, and you're not having to create those invoices in Xero manually, which is a huge time saver for providers. Now, if you use QuickBooks or MyOb, it's a little bit different. There's a spreadsheet download and you upload. But again, it saves the time for having to create those invoices. So that's basically how you can get your invoicing done in minutes with Astalty. The longest part of that process really is the timesheet approval process. Once that's done, the sending of the invoices can be done in minutes.